Well, all right. Good evening to all. Hope each and every one of you's been doing okay this last fall and what's the beginning of winter season now. Hope everybody's been good. I've been going through a lot of stuff, and I'm going to get into some of that tonight with each one of you. Going to get into all that. So there's a lot of things I want to talk to y'all about, have some things to explain, have some things I want to go over with each one of you, just so you'll know what's been going on with me, with my channel, and what I'm hoping an attempt to do for the future. So I want to start off with this. I want to start off by saying that sometime around June or July of this year, I had one of my videos taken down by YouTube. Had one of my videos taken down, and it said I received the email, the notifications explaining to me that my video was taken down. I think it said something about I was promoting gambling or whatever, which I sent an appeal. I sent an appeal to them, and I stated in the comments that it offered me to add that I was not encouraging new people or others that are not a part of this industry to get into it. That I was only giving ideas, information, strategies, and different approaches to people who are already in this community, who are already in this racket, in this industry. The people who already play. Them were the ones that I talk to when I address in my videos these games. The people that are already doing this. Not new people that don't know anything about it. I'm not a recruiter. I mean, at least not at this point in my life anyway. I haven't really thought about being one. Wouldn't know how to go about it anyhow. Haven't really made that a lifelong goal or dream or none of that. But, video was taken down. I sent an appeal, and YouTube responded saying they made a mistake and put my video back on my channel. So ultimately, no harm, no foul. Just a little, head scratching confusion as to, why they would accuse me of something if they found that that was not being done. Now, what other violations they may be referring to, I have no idea. But what I will say is every once in a while, I'll make a mistake in a session, as y'all have seen in the last year, and you'll see the website name in the middle of a video of me playing an online session. You'll see that. You'll see the name of the website because I didn't cover it up. I've had that mistake happen 2 or 3 different times. Sometimes I'll get messages, people asking me, where do I play? I can't tell you where I play because that risks disciplinary action to my channel. So I'm not able to do that. freely. You wanna know where I play, then I'm gonna have to discuss that with you through email. And I don't really see the point in someone asking where I play anyway, because I mean, a lot of you watching me don't even live in America. United States is where I reside, and there's even some websites that I'm not allowed to log in or even open an account on. I'm not even allowed because I live over here. And so I'm sure some of the websites I play on, some of you would not be able to register. So I don't see the point in any of that myself. I mean, why would somebody ask where someone else plays? Just, do a Google search and find where you want to go. Would be what I recommend if you're serious about opening an account. Do the research yourself. But anyhow, yeah, I mean, one of my videos was taken down and then reinstated. And then, throughout all this time, I've been doing other things. What I've done mostly for the last 2 months is just I've been getting deep in NFL football. I've been watching the games, watching highlights from the games I can't watch, keeping up with injury reports, coaching situations, player situations, teams, drama, stories. I've just been following NFL real heavy this year. And to be honest with each one of you, I haven't even played a Baccarat session in almost 2 months. Have not played one. So it's kind of tough to make Baccarat videos if I'm not currently playing. Because I've been focusing on the NFL football season. I mean, I've looked a little bit into college, but not a whole lot. Most of my time and attention and energy is on the National Football League this year. That's what I've been doing last few months. But yeah, back to what I was saying. YouTube flagged a video, took it down, and then reinstated it. Then in October, early October, YouTube decided to flag another video I had. And I did the same thing. I appealed. I sent in an appeal. And they said for the second time they've made a mistake. And they reinstated the video back. Put it back up on my channel. But this is a headache. This is a lot of stress. And I just don't feel like, dealing with this. That's the reason, if you look at my channel, most of my stuff is not there anymore because I put it on private. I put it on private so it can't be viewed, it can't be watched, it can't be taken down, it can't be criticized because, it's not like YouTube has a customer service 800 phone number that I can call to ask them, what they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing, and to get clarification or understanding. It's not like I can speak to a representative. I don't have that luxury. I don't know anybody who works for YouTube, so I can't talk to anybody about it. Can't talk to anyone. So I just put a lot of my stuff on private. I may casually every few months or so put a few videos back public so y'all can watch some of my sessions, but I keep them on maybe a week or two or something, and then put them back private again. But I don't want any more of my stuff taken down. And it just seems to me, and I'm going to try to keep emotion and feelings out of this, but it seems to me that the industry, society, and other communities just they want they don't want many people, because I mean, I know other Baccarat channels that have been taken down. So I mean, it may be they just don't, they've made up their mind they don't want me here or something. I don't know. So I'm going to have to change the type of content I make. And if one of these videos gets flagged or taken down, I'm just going to have to go away. I'm going to have to make a different kind of content. And, if some of you don't like that, if some of you have a problem with it, you can unsubscribe and hit the road. I don't care. Because this is more than just a YouTube channel to me. This is a YouTube account. I have watch history. I have playlists. I have things I do with this channel that go above and beyond just simply making content. And I'm not jeopardizing having this channel terminated for anybody. Not going to do it. If I'm not allowed to make Baccarat videos, then ultimately I'm not going to make them. And that's because of them. Not because of what the public or other people might say. It's because I want to keep this channel alive. Whether it's dead or dormant or whatever. I may have to start me a second channel or something that, I don't care if it gets taken down or not. If y'all want to see me, play sessions, if y'all want to see me in action next year, if y'all want to see me play the game of Baccarat, I may have to create another channel to do that. But it's not going to be soon. So that's one thing been going on with me lately. And there's another disclaimer I want to make while we're all here. And by the way, first I want to say I got this roulette board up here because I'm going to do a little light play just so this video has some activity. And it's not just a still video with no action on it. But I'm mostly here to explain things to y'all about what's been going on with me. That's the main purpose of me making this video tonight, is to explain things that have been going on. So I covered 2 of my videos taken down, reinstated. I've been watching NFL football for the last few months. Have not played a Baccarat session in almost 2 months, which I'm going to play one again. I'm into other things right now. Doing other things in life too, so I'm going to get back to playing Baccarat next year. And the disclaimer I want to make is that there's many people that don't understand the purpose of my channel. And I might have even got so caught up in things over the years and might have not stuck to an actual purpose. But the purpose of me having a channel was to play Baccarat sessions and to demonstrate many things to each one of you watching that you could use in your own play that fit with where you were at in your belief system, in your style, in your approach, in your mentality. All of it may not fit where you're at. But the parts that did, maybe I give you some ideas of different things you could do. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. All right. Uh, yeah, I'm just freelancing a little roulette play here. No stress, no pressure. This is a practice session. This is a website that allows people to practice different strategies, ideas, gameplay. This is not promotion of anything. I'm just, horsing around. Just light-hearted fun here with this. And to keep activity on the video while I speak about some things. This spin made $4 on that, so all right. But yeah, the disclaimer I want to make is, I'm not here to promise or guarantee stuff. I'm not telling you that you're guaranteed to win a whole lot of money and be successful. That's something you have to put hard-ass work in if you want to do. The individual has to put in work if they want to be good or great at something, and that goes with anything in life. People have to put in hours of work, if they want to be a football player. Hours and hours throwing a football if you're a quarterback. Hours and hours catching if you're a receiver, running routes. Hours running, hours kicking, hours punting. You have to put in the work. You want to be a football player, you put in football work. You want to be a basketball player, you got to work on dribbling, shooting, running, dribbling, running, and shooting. You got to put in the work. You got to put in hours and hours and hours of work. Same thing with the game of Baccarat. You want to be good at it, you have to put in hours and hours and hours and endless hours of work. And it's not enough to put in work. You have to be clear as to what kind of work you're putting in and why. You have to have a reason why. You have to have a goal in mind, a purpose for it. And the harder you work, the better your results are going to be. And that's with anything in life. You have to work at it if you want to win. And I do know some people who win. I've had the honor of speaking to about 2 or 3 of them in my lifetime. I've had the honor of speaking to winning Baccarat players. And they put in a lot of work to get to the place they were at. They put in a hell of a lot of work. And that's what anybody else has to do if they want it. I'm not promising people they're going to win. I'm not guaranteeing success. That comes with the effort and the time you put in. And the strange thing about it is, working on your game is still important. But the most important thing is working on yourself. Because you're the one who decides what circle or square you want to lay your chips down on. You're the one who reads a scoreboard. You're the one who has a reason for what bet you place. The hand you place the bet on, the side, why, how. You're responsible for that, not me. I'm not there. I'm not, a fly on the wall watching you. But so many people, they want guaranteed winning systems. They want a strategy to take them to the promised land. I knew someone who made this analogy, but it's just like a car. It has no wheels, it's not going anywhere. But you put wheels on it, you can't start it without an engine. The engine has to have oil in it. But you also, if the antifreeze runs out, you risk damaging and totaling the vehicle. So there's a whole bunch of moving parts that have to be working at all times. A strategy has to be working. Your mindset has to be working. Your awareness has to be working. Your ability to focus and not go on tilt has to be working. And these are just a few things. There's more to it than that. You have to understand the game you're playing. You have to have understanding for that. You have to have a brain in your head that works. Goes without saying. There's a lot of things you have to do if you want to win. And many years ago, there was this troll and this YouTube fake account that trolled my channel, pretty much insulted me, hurling insults, talking about, there's no winning system, this and that, just being as hateful as he could be. But, when I was new to the game, I never said that there is a system that guarantees you to win. I didn't say if you do this, this, and that, it's promised to you. I didn't say there's a perfect system that never loses. But that's not the point. Some hands are going to lose. Some hands are going to win. It's up to you as the player to navigate, to decipher and decide, the hands you're going to play, how you're trying to win, if wins come out, how long do you keep playing, when do you stop? You have to decide all that. You have to decide that. You have to evaluate how you're doing. You have to evaluate how you're doing. And where you're at with things. I think that was break even. I don't really like this website because it's not giving me clear indications of how much I bet, what I'm doing, or anything else. It's not really telling me anything. I'm just doing this for entertainment and demonstration. You know, I'm just trying to keep activity on this video. But but yeah, like I was saying, never told y'all anything was perfect. If it was perfect, it would be too boring and nobody would want to play. You're not going to have perfection. You can strive to be perfect and be the best you can be. You can strive for that, but it's never going to be perfect. You're never going to win every hand you play in the game of Baccarat. You're not going to win every hand you play. You're not going to be perfect. The purpose of my channel was not to tell you everything was perfect. It's not why I'm here. A lot of the things I was showing you about the D'Alembert style of play, about the way I approach the game, it was more about endurance. It was about strength. It was about character. It was about staying in the game as long as you can, giving yourself and the game a chance to bounce back in your favor. Because I watched a man for 2 or 3 years do that, and he was the best in the world at doing that. He was one of the best there was at doing it. And watching him for a long time, I learned from it, and I got the bottom line. I got the wisdom, the understanding. That doesn't mean every single day it's going to work out for you. But if there's certain things, certain principles and techniques you apply, you have a great chance of succeeding. Nothing's 100%. And the fellow that was talking about all that, he was just flat out being hateful about it. Which eventually he crossed the line with me, and I blocked him from my channel because the verbal abuse just got to be too much. And I didn't deserve to be talked to that way. So that's how that went. So, this is why, on YouTube, I'm not playing sessions anymore, because I'm not risking my channel getting disciplined. Like I said, I may open a new channel where I play some next year. I'll think about it. But as far as this channel goes, I'm going to have to create a different kind of content. And like I said, those of you who have a problem with it, don't like it, you can unsub from my channel and kick rocks and get stepping. I don't care. Because if you're that petty, if you're that insensitive, if you're that shallow, I don't want you here with me anyway. And that's the truth. I don't want small, narrow-minded people on this channel watching me, getting in the comment section, talking smack. I don't want people who are unsupportive. If you're that kind of person, you can get lost. Plain and simple. So that's why I don't play sessions right now. And my disclaimer is I'm not a Baccarat guru. I'm not an expert. I'm not the greatest who ever lived. I'm still trying to find what's right for me. And I will get there someday. It's just a long, difficult journey. And I'm taking a few months break. And when next year starts, I'm going to get back into Baccarat again. After the NFL football season's over, I'm going to get back into it again. Hopefully, my batteries are recharged. I'm more refreshed. I'm more rejuvenated. And hopefully, my mind can be more clear than it was in the past. Most of the times, if I had winnings on Baccarat, I'd play roulette and just lose them right back. That happened a great deal. So it kind of defeated the purpose, if you get what I'm saying. Kind of defeated the purpose of me doing that. So hopefully y'all understand my story and why I haven't been around for a long time, why I haven't made content. I hope y'all understand. I hope what I've said makes sense. And in the videos I would make, I would always ask each one of you, or I would make a statement saying, I hope you learned something from my videos or from the current video being made. And I said that because if you would be a student of the game of Baccarat, if you would take notes, if you would observe my sessions, my play, what's going on in the shoe, there are lessons for you to learn. Whether I win a session, whether I lose a session, there's something to be learned out of it. And you're just wasting your time and your life if you're not learning. And it could even be a small thing. It could be when you see a certain pattern to go one way or go the other way. It could be in the betting progression in the steps when you win 2 in a row, come down an extra level before you're back to base. That's a lesson. You could learn, when to take control of yourself and slow down or back off, or at what point you need to stop playing. You could learn that when your gut's telling you something to listen. There's so many different lessons you could learn. So many countless valuable gems you could have learned from watching my videos. And that would make you a better player, a better person by observing and learning from it. Especially when I screw something up. Especially then. So many things you could get. Look, I'm making a little bit here. Started with 1,000. That's going pretty good if I say so myself. Like I said, I'm just horsing around right now. I'm just horsing around, trying to keep activity on this video. But yeah, I miss making videos. I miss playing sessions. It's enjoyable for me. I like doing it. I enjoy it, so, Oh, that one was good. Wait, maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't any good. Actually lost on that exchange. That's a winner. But yeah, I mean, if I'm playing a session, I absolutely, want someone watching me to learn something, even if it's, big or small lesson. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to say tonight. Like I said, I truly hope that y'all understand everything I've said to you in this video and why I haven't been around. I hope you'll understand that. If you don't, I mean, it's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to finish this roulette session a little bit, see if I can, get into some small profit before I end this off here. If that's possible, it may not be. Roulette's not my game anyway. Not great at it. Played it for years and just can't get my groove like I'd like. Can't really find that way of playing that, I'm comfortable with. It's been difficult. Well, that was good. Look at that. I hit a straight up. Look what it did. That's over 300 in profit right there. It's crazy if you think about it. But yeah, I guess I'll end this off here. There's a lot of things I'm thinking about doing. I'm also thinking about starting a new channel with a new kind of content that has to do with NFL football. I'm thinking about, within a year or two, starting an NFL channel, where I talk about the games, the players, the sport, because I am a diehard football fan. Any of you that would be interested in that, leave it in the comments section. Let me know if it's something you would like to see. Something maybe I could make next year for everybody. I mean, I'm a Baccarat player, but I love football too. And just been thinking, about the possibility of starting a football YouTube channel. If the Baccarat community or the powers that be in YouTube don't want me to have a Baccarat channel, then maybe I can make a football channel. Have so many ideas I could share, so many things I think about, so many interesting topics and concepts regarding football. And I'm just as, if not more passionate about football than I am Baccarat. So, I mean, it's a thought. Let me know what each one of you think about it. So, everyone, have you a wonderful evening. I hope I entertained you a little bit. I hope I explained to you why I've been gone. Hope I've explained to you what I've been doing. Hope I've explained to you why I haven't been making a lot of Baccarat content for several months. I hope it makes sense to you. Hope it's clear. And on that, I bid each and every one of you a good night.